to mention 3 ground rules which we follow in our Toastmaster meeting. Please turn off your mobile phones or put them on silent mode. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics. So please refrain from discussing these topics. Now, as our meetings are happening online because of this pandemic, so the ground rules can be as follows. Please put yourself on mute if you are not speaking. Please turn off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise, our Toastmaster Club also has a mission. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I announce this meeting is open and I hand over the stage to our President, Kabiruddin, TM Kabiruddin. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmasters you. That was really good opening. Do we have any changes in the agenda today?
Yes, President, we have a change in the agenda. As per the agenda, the speaker number 6, DTM Arij, she is the speaker number 6, but unfortunately she's not able to attend today's Speakathon. So DTM Arij will not be there. So we just have 6 speakers for today.
Okay. That's good. So should we take a proceeding to vote ahead with this changes?
Yes.
And let me just start with something very important. Speak is the first thing which even a mother desires to wait for a child to speak up. It's so precious that communication actually starts from there. And today we are there in an event where we are learning to speak, take challenges, and also appreciate the fact that Toastmaster is a platform which is open, where you can learn, be creative, and get the experience. With this, I would like to introduce to my wonderful MC of the day, who always does a great job. And by the way, his name is Job Daniels. So I would like to hand over the session to Toastmaster of the day, Job Daniels, who will be taking this Speakathon session today. Back to you, Job Daniels.
Thank you so much, President, and who is also a speaker for today. I hope you all are having a wonderful evening. For today, I'll be the Master of Ceremonies, and I'll be your host for the rest of the meeting. First, when you hear about a marathon, what comes in your mind? What do you think a marathon is? Anyone has any idea, anything, any answers from anyone? What do you think a marathon is?
A marathon is an extended period. Marathon is you can say a marathon run, something which extends over a period of time, something which has a duration of a time. That means a marathon.
Exactly, yes.
A journey is called a marathon. I mean, a short journey or a journey with a duration of time is called a marathon indeed.
Yes, correct, Toastmaster Fakhruddin. Actually, marathon is a long distance foot race where people walk for 42 kilometers. And
Yes.
That is a physical activity. But when I came across Toastmaster, I've heard something called a speech marathon. That was when I was surprised. What exactly is speech marathon? What do you do in a speech marathon? And this is the first time I am attending and at the same time conducting a speech marathon for our club, Dreamweavers. So for the speech marathon, when I was doing some research, on the internet, I found that the longest speech marathon by a team is 127 hours, 31 minutes, and 43 seconds. It is the longest speech marathon. And by the way, this is a Guinness World Record. And surprisingly, it was achieved by a Toastmasters club, or to be precise, it was a district 112 based in New Zealand. And they had achieved this longest marathon of 127 hours on 21st, from 21st to 26th of April. So this is really good to know. Even though we are not going to achieve a Guinness World of Record, we'll be having our own local marathon over here. And we have wonderful speakers lined up for today's session. I hope you will all have a wonderful session and you'll get to hear some premium speeches from our elite speakers. And for a speakathon, we are not going with our regular speak agenda. We'll have only speeches for today and then followed by evaluators. So that is different from the regular meeting. And for the speakathon, I'll be the timer who will be helping me to conduct this meeting. And there are no other role players for today. So timer will be there who will be monitoring keenly and very closely all the timings. So I would request Toastmaster Naina, who is our timer for today, to please come forward and explain the timing rules. Over to Toastmaster Naina.
Good evening, everyone. I am the timer for today. So today's speech sessions will be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll be showing the green card, and at 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card, and at 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red card with 30 seconds grace. And for the evaluation session, I will be showing the green card at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2.5 minutes, and the red card at 3 minutes with 30 seconds grace. I'll be monitoring the timing of all the role players too. Thank you.
Thank you so much, timer Naina. I hope you all the speakers understood the timing rules. So now let's get on with the speakathon. For today, we have 6 wonderful speakers lined up. To start on with this first speaker, who is Toastmaster Hussain, who will be evaluated by a very excellent and talented evaluator. So she's none other than Toastmaster Faiza Thakur. She is helping us as a guest. She's coming from another club, and she'll be taking over the evaluator role and evaluating Toastmaster Hussain. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Faiza Thakur. Please come forward and read the speech objectives for Toastmaster Hussain.
Greetings to all Toastmasters present here. Well, what to say about my target speaker, Toastmaster Hussain? He will be delivering his speech of level 1, project 3 of research and presenting. The purpose of his project is for the members to learn and review basic research method and present a well-organized, well-researched speech. The title of his speech is Let's Procrastinate. Let's procrastinate. Over to you, Toastmaster Hussain. All the very best.
Thank you so much, evaluator Faiza Thakur. Our first speaker for today is Toastmaster Hussain, and he is the most premium guy in our club. He's a very young Toastmaster, and I guess he's on his 4th speech. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Hussain. Toastmaster Hussain, I hope you have pinned the timer.
Yes.
Okay. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Over to you, Toastmaster Hussain. All the best.
All right. Thank you. But before I start my speech, can I have the access to share the screen, please? Thank you. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how many of you have scheduled a speech weeks in advance and come the time of the speech had a panic attack? Any of you? Well,
No, not yet.
well, I had a panic attack before
Yes.
preparing for the speech. Why? Because I'm a constant procrastinator and I procrastinated so much that I didn't have any idea what to speak. And when I decided to write a speech, the obvious topic that came in my mind is procrastination. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. So, what according to you is procrastination? Can anyone tell me the meaning of procrastination?
It's about
Please
keep,
unmute yourself.
it's about keep delaying your scheduled task.
It's
Correct.
postponing your task.
It's about
Right.
keep delaying your scheduled task
All right.
or do
Right.
things at the last moment.
Correct. Absolutely right. That was the right definition. So procrastination is an art of doing a 30-minute job in 8 hours and an 8-hour job in 30 minutes. Now let me explain to you how this procrastination works. Let us take this example of that speech. These procrastinators, they schedule the speech weeks in advance. The next day, they start to decide on the topic. Now, when they're about to decide on the topic, their mind starts to wander. They think the next speech is about research and presentation. So let me Google the relevant topics. How social media affects your self-esteem. Reasons to learn a foreign language. Practical ways to make money online. Wow, that sounds interesting. And the next thing they do is they start reading tons of articles and blogs about it. And the next day they go to YouTube and start searching videos on how to make money online. By the way, did you know that you can publish an ebook on Amazon and earn a whopping 70% of royalty? Or if you have some exclusive content, you can start your own YouTube channel and monetize it. Or even better, you can become a social media influencer and earn through various brands. Obviously, that led me to go to Instagram and search for some famous influencers so that I could become one. And the search went on and on and on. And suddenly, I realized I had very little time left to prepare for the speech. And that's when I had this panic attack. Now raise your hands if you can relate to this experience. All right. So those of you raised your hands and are procrastinators, I have a good news for you. Procrastination is actually good for you and it can lead to productivity and happiness. Don't believe me? All right. Believe Adam Grant. He is an organizational psychologist, an author, and a professor. And he found out that procrastination is not something which you have or you don't. It's a spectrum. At one end of the spectrum, you will find normal people, or I call them no procrastinators. As soon as you assign some task to them, they start planning and executing immediately. But I feel that's not the right way to do it because the first idea that comes in your mind is actually or usually the most conventional idea. Either you might have heard it before or you might have done it. Even if it is not productive or creative or out of the box. But these people are so focused on executing their task that they start working immediately on the very first idea they get. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, you will find procrastinators. When you assign them tasks, they don't do anything and they start procrastinating. And when it turns out that they have very little time left, they choose the most easiest and the shortest path possible to complete the task. Obviously, that won't be creative and they won't be confident and it won't be perfect. But right in the middle of the spectrum, there is a sweet spot where you will find active procrastinators. These people procrastinate a bit, but then start focusing on their work. And that's where creativity flows. In 2015, Jin Nam, a business professor at Seoul University, gathered a bunch of business students. He asked them to come up with the most innovative business idea in just 10 minutes. So he divided these bunch of students in three groups. The first group had entire 10 minutes to think about the idea. The second group, they had to play the Minesweeper game for 5 minutes before they could start thinking of any idea. And the last group, they had to play that Minesweeper game for the full 10 minutes and immediately come up with an idea. He collected all these ideas and sent to independent observers and asked them to rate them on the basis of creativity and out of the box thinking. And guess what? The middle group, the second group, they had 16% more creative ideas than the other two groups. So that means procrastinating a bit can actually lead to creativity. So all those who raise their hands and are procrastinators, it's time you pull yourself right in the middle where that sweet spot is so that you can have ample time and you don't struggle with deadlines and do it creatively. On the other hand, the no procrastinators, you have to do just one thing. Do nothing. Whenever you are assigned any task, wait for a day or a week or a month, depending on the deadline, and then start focusing on your work so that you can be more creative. Because creativity doesn't happen despite procrastination, but it happens because of procrastination. Over to you, TMOD Job Daniels.
What a wonderful message, Toastmaster Hussein. Now I have the very good point. Creativity happens when we procrastinate. So that means we should always procrastinate. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hussein, for the wonderful message. Please, there's 1 minute time to share your feedback for Toastmaster Hussein over chat. Timer, let us know if the 1 minute is over. Okay. Fine. Thank you so much. Now we have the second speaker for today. To evaluate the second speaker, we have our very own Toastmaster, Varghese George. He is our ex-president and he is always helping us. And he is the person who has given me confidence to be the Master of Ceremonies and be in Toastmaster. So I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Varghese and hand over the mic to him for discussion. Over to you, Toastmaster Varghese.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I hope that everyone is enjoying Onam today. Especially for our members, community. My target speaker is one of the most energetic and enthusiastic Toastmaster. He is one of the youngest Toastmaster and showing a lot of confidence in every speech. He is embarking his project 1 level 2 project 2 from the pathways of presentation mastery. His speech title is very unique today. Time is money. That there is a lot to learn from that. And his time is 5 to 7 minutes. And the purpose of his speech is to project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. This is his purpose of his speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Toastmaster Hussein, not Hussein, Mustafa. Toastmaster Mustafa, all the best for you.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varghese. So before I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Mustafa. Mustafa is also one of the youngest Toastmaster in our club. And I can see he is full of energy. I wish him all the best for his speech. Toastmaster Mustafa, can you see the timer? Have you pinned the timer?
Yes.
Okay, over to you. All the very best.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so a person who dares to waste 1 hour has not discovered the value of time. Good evening, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and very special guest. Imagine you have a lot of cash in your hand and you start splurging them without having any saving or investment. What will happen? Well, you will left with nothing, with nothing except for regret. Similarly, time is money. And just like money, you're losing every moment with every passing minute. And if you are not making substantial investment like earning, learning, or even spending quality time with your loved one, then you will only regret one day. There are 3 stages of time: past, present, and the future. The past is gone. It cannot come back, but it gives you a lot of lessons. And if you apply those lessons, then you can secure a very good future. But between those lessons from the past and bright future, there is a bridge called present. I'll talk about it later. But just for a minute, imagine that you could go back to time and make changes and correct your mistake, just like Thor brought his hammer back. What would have happened? So exciting, isn't it? You lost your mobile, no problem. Go back to the past and bring your mobile back. There's a weekend reunion, but you forgot to take a selfie, a group selfie. No problem. Go back to the past and take a group selfie. Good selfie. And The most important, you can stay awake till 4 in the morning, have a sound 8 hours sleep, and yet report to the office on time via time travel. How exciting this life is. But that's a problem. The problem is that you will start taking everything for granted. The mobile, the memories, and most importantly, you will lose punctuality. If you will not value time, then you will lose value of everything on this world. Talking about the present, how can you make use of the present to the fullest? Well, like money, you can save time and you can borrow time. The live example of that is this very meeting. Many of you have saved this time by completing your commitment beforehand to attend this meeting, whereas many of you have borrowed time by postponing their work for the future. So, but this is very ordinary way of saving time. What is the best way of saving time? Well, the best way of saving time is by typing TTYL This is the best way to save time. Jokes apart, I would like to go back to the school life. Remember those teachers who used to wander around from their subject and start narrating their own stories? Well, I enjoyed them the best. But the same teachers, when at the end of the year, came up and stole away our games period, we used to feel very bad. We only thought one thing: why didn't she complete her portion in the time? And why did she waste so much time? She could have completed, if she had completed her portion on time, we would have got that games period. Imagine the same exciting stories throughout the year came back to haunt you in the end of the year. So, to have a great future with no regret, set a goal, start planning, and start working now. I would like to conclude with I would like to conclude with a quote. The most valuable thing a man can spend is time. Thank you. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mustafa. What a wonderful message in your speech. The speech was about time is money. Really, I really like the title of the speech. Now we have 1 minute. Audience, you can please provide your feedback to the speaker, Toastmaster Mustafa. Thank you, timer. Now, as we move ahead to our third speech, wow, it's already the third speech. To evaluate Toastmaster Murtaza, we have a very wonderful Toastmaster Varmeet. She is also from our nearby club. Thank you, Toastmaster Varmeet, for joining us. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Varmeet to our club. And please read out the objective and the path for Toastmaster Murtaza. Over to you, Toastmaster Varmeet.
Thank you, MC. for such a wonderful welcome. And good evening, everyone, and special good evening to my target speaker, who is a young businessman from Rajasthan, Toastmaster Murtaza. He is doing his level 1 project 4, that is research and presentation from the Pathways Innovative Planning. The purpose of his speech is to project is to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized speech, well-researched speech on any topic. His timing is 5 to 7 minutes and speech title, Gold Investments. Gold Investments, over to you. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, evaluator Toastmaster Varmeet. I'm really amazed with his speech title, Gold Investment, because now, as you all know, gold prices are very low. So it's the correct time to get hold of this speech. It's the right moment. Toastmaster Murtaza, he's a businessman. He's doing this speech. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Murtaza, our third speaker, and also he is our VP PR. Over to you, Toastmaster Murtaza. I hope you have pinned the timer.
Yeah, thank you very much, Job. Can I please have a screen share?
Yes, please check.
Yeah, okay. What are your investment plans? Are you saving properly? Familiar questions, right? Come with me and let us find the answer for these questions. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Hope you are all enjoying this meeting and having amazing time. I'm Murtaza Yusuf Ali, and today I'm going to talk to you about investment, in particular gold investment. So let's get started. Before going to gold investment, I would like to give you an overview about investment. What exactly investment and why should we invest? So in simple terms, investment is an asset or item purchased with the hope of generating income or appreciating value in future. Now the question comes, why should we invest? All the different people have different lists and the different reason to invest. But I would like to highlight today only the 2 points. Number one, in any part of the world, inflation is certain. It means what I can purchase today for $100, some years later, maybe I have to pay for that $120 or $130 as per the inflation rate. So of course, the first number one reason I say we should invest is to beat inflation. And number two, see all the millionaires and billionaires around the world. They are the great investor too. Investing can help us to build great fortunes, and it can compound our wealth if done rightly. Let's categorize the broad categories of investment: business and stocks, bonds, real estate, bank accounts, cash liquidity, and of course, today my topic is precious metals. Some of the famous investors: Warren Buffett, Benjamin Graham, and my personal favorite, Mr. Ratan Tata. Gold metal, apart from investment, it can be used as jewelry, mortgage, a wonderful gift, and of course, it's very liquid. You can encash it anytime. Now let's get started with yellow metal, gold. I would like to share with you all my experience. In 2007, I went to India for my cousin's wedding. In my family, we have tradition to purchase gold or jewelry at the time of marriage. I remember back then, my whole family, my mother, my sisters, my aunts, we all went to jewelry shop to purchase different gold items. Back then, price was 8,000 Indian rupees per 10 grams. I repeat, it was 8,000 Indian rupees per 10 grams. And while doing this research, I found out gold is 51,000 Indian rupees per 10 grams. I told to myself, Murtaza, what if I would have invested right amount in 2007? It has multiplied 6 times or 500% from 8,000 to 51,000 Indian rupees. I would like to share with you a graph of gold prices in last 20 years, quoting gold.org. The graph starts with 2001, when the gold price was approx $253 per ounce. Then it peaked in 2012 to $1,664 in just 11 years. From 2012 to 2019, it didn't progress much. And in fact, there were some downward trends. But again, in 2020 and 2021, it touched new heights to $1,813 per ounce. According to an article in livemint.com dated 2nd August 2021, it says gold price can double anywhere between 3 to 5 years. Quoting the same fund manager who predicted gold 2016 record gold prices. It can double, I would like to highlight, it can double to anywhere between 3 to 5 years. Now the questions come about investment. When I would like to highlight here, if you are planning to invest in gold, it's always better to invest either in gold coins or bars or in biscuits compared to jewelry. The reason is very simple. In jewelry, we need to pay for designing and the making charge. If we are planning just for investment sake, it's better to invest in coins, bars, and biscuit, also known as raw gold. The reason is that we just pay for amount of gold what we purchase, not for the designing charges. Again, now for investment purpose, digital gold is amazing concept. In this digital gold, not only you have to worry only for making charges or designing charges, but also you need not worry about a storage problem. Now let's just try to compare the pros and cons of gold. Pros are, it could start with small amount. You do not need a huge amount to invest in gold. Number two, it's very safe. It doesn't lose its value. And the number three, you don't need to be expert. You just need a little market research in just the right time and you're good to go. The cons are the returns. If you're looking for returns, it's a usually long term. It's not a short term investment. Number two, it's storage problem. While you are purchasing gold, you need to think about storage problem. Or if you want to put in the locker in the banks, you need to incur another charges. And the number three is the prices are uncertain. I would like to conclude my speech by quoting Albert Chang. There's no good time to buy gold. Everyone should have some in their investment portfolio. If you are new in investment, you should definitely start with gold. It's safe and highly profitable. And number two possibility, you are a well-versed investor. In case if you are well-versed investor, definitely you should have some amount of gold in your investment portfolio. Over to you, Joe, Toastmaster of the Day, Job Daniel.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Murtaza. What an amazing message. There's no good time to buy gold. So we can buy gold anytime. Of course, I think I like the idea of buying gold and gold biscuits and bars, but we can afford only the normal regular cream biscuit or the chocolate biscuit at this moment. Thank you so much. We have 1 minute to provide feedback to Toastmaster Murtaza over his speech. I would encourage everyone to give your feedback over chat. Thank you so much, Timer. Now over to our fourth speaker for tonight. Fourth speaker is Toastmaster Syed. And to evaluate Toastmaster Syed, we have our Area Director, Toastmaster Shiraz. He's a very busy person at this moment, but he has taken time for Dreamweavers Club and ensured that he has come to evaluate and to attend the first Speakathon conducted by our club. Would like to take this opportunity to invite Toastmaster Shiraz to explain the objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Shiraz.
Thank you very much, Job Daniel, our master, our Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. I am busy, everyone are busy, but who will not spend time with the very close people? Our sister club, our brother club, we can say, Dreamweavers. My target speaker is Toastmaster Syed Farooq, and he is embarking his level 2 project 2. That is, the purpose of the speech is the purpose of the project is the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his primary style. I'll repeat it again. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his primary style. His speech title is "It's Okay to Be an Octopus." His speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Sayed, your speech title is "It's Okay to Be an Octopus." It's okay to be an octopus. Toastmaster Sayed, over to you.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Toastmaster Joe?
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiraz. Toastmaster Syed happens to be my very close friend. We are colleagues, and I am very much surprised with the title that he has. It's okay to be an octopus, and why not any other animal? Okay, let's hear from him what he has in store for us. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Syed. Toastmaster Syed, I hope you have pinned the timer.
Yeah, I have pinned the timer. Am I audible, no?
Yes. Okay, over to you, Toastmaster Syed.
Fellow Toastmasters, I would quickly ask each one of you to kindly unmute immediately and say yes with the full of energy to 3 of these questions of mine. Question 1. We all are here today to become the best speaker.
Yes. Yes.
We all are here today to become a better Toastmaster than yesterday.
Yes.
We all are here today to vote for Toastmaster Syed.
Yes.
No.
Okay. During the voting session, kindly everyone unmute yourself. So, fellow Toastmasters, I would start here with a short story. Here, in this story, this husband wants to impress his wife. So, day 1. Hi, sweetheart. Breakfast for you. Boiled eggs. Wife is still sleeping. Shit, I prefer fried. Day 2. Johnny Bun, sweetheart, fried eggs, your favorite. I wanted them to be boiled today. Day 3. Hi, fried and boiled, both together. Wifey, you never understand me. What have you done? The eggs that needed to be boiled, you have fried them, and the fried needed to be, you have done messed up. So, fellow Toastmaster, what happened here? It's not about who is right or who is wrong. Under the given circumstances, wife was also right because she wanted the husband to be understanding. Husband is also right because he wanted the wife to give value to for the efforts that he has done. It is pure no communication or misunderstanding. Communication is something that is very vital for any given relationship. Could be son, father, mother, employer, anything. This is the most important thing. And here, what are the types of communications? Under the Toastmaster fundamentals, They have 4 types of communication. Number 1, that is direct. This one we have already heard in the beginning of our speech when Sergeant at Arms had given. So this is direct communication. He has asked every one of us to unmute ourselves. Direct action, call for action. Number 2, initiating. We have also seen this in this meeting itself when our president, Toastmaster, invited all the guests, communication, socializing, social butterfly. Number 3, analytical. This one you will see during the session when the evaluators give. For this, they need to collect the data and then give the feedback. Number 4, supportive. This is what Toastmaster of the day, job Daniel is doing. So here, but are there only 4? Nothing else? No. What do Toastmaster Sayed do? Toastmaster Sayed follows, he is an octopus of communication. Like here, in this meeting of us, Zoom meeting, I'm a speaker and you all are listeners. Why? Because this is the agenda. This is the requirement for this thing. Just guess if this would have been a party hall or a marriage buffet, we all would have been dancing and communicating. If this would have been a buffet, I would have been dating with my partner, romantic speech. And then all of a sudden my ex would have come in, then that would have become an argument. Her brother would have come, then fighting, and then many things. You know, it's okay to be an octopus in communication. I do follow the 4 basics in my professional life, but in my personal life, like when all the ESCOM members or everyone who come to me and ask me, what is your native style? My native style of communication is I prefer to be a direct communicator and I'm a supportive communicator. This is my native style, but it's okay. You know, I'm an octopus. And then under any given circumstances, like I want whatever that I'm speaking to you, you will forget. And whatever I tell you, even after some time, you will forget. But the only thing that all of you here will remember is how I made you feel through my communication. Hope you have enjoyed my speech. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Syed here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sayed. What a wonderful and informative and funny and useful speech for us. We have 1 minute of time to please provide your feedback, valuable feedback for Toastmaster Sayed on his speech. Feedbacks are really important for the speakers so that they can carry over this information and apply it for the next speeches. Thank you so much, Timer. Now we have our next speaker, who is our 5th speaker for today. And to evaluate our fifth speaker, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Suhan. He is a very active member of Toastmaster. I personally don't know him, but wherever I go, I have seen him in all the clubs. He's attending everywhere. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Suhan. Objectives
Thank you.
Toastmaster Kabir. Over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Toastmaster Job. You're really doing a good job as an MC, and I'm really enjoying listening to you. And my target speaker, Toastmaster Kabiruddin, is embarking on presentation mastery with the elective called Effective Body Language. His purpose statement is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how he or she uses nonverbal communication when delivering a speech. And his speech title is for 5 to 7 minutes. And his speech title is Everybody Speaks Two Language. And I wish him all the best. Back to you, Toastmaster Job.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suhan. Our fifth speaker for today is Toastmaster Kabiruddin. Toastmaster Kabiruddin is our president, and today we have been communicating frequently for this first speakathon. I am sure he is well prepared for the speech. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Kabiruddin. All the best. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Job Daniel. Before I start the speech, let me know I'm in the frame and my voice is audible.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Job Daniel. You all may not realize it, but your body introduces you before you even start to speak. Fellow Toastmasters, my dear guest, and my dear evaluators. Body language is the most important thing. A famous stand-up comedian from Britain, Ricky Gervais, who also acted in one of the very famous movie called Night at the Museum, he said, body language is far more powerful than your words. So what does body language include? It's a facial expressions. Are you sad, angry, good, happy? All those emojis are what you type in the social apps. On the other hand, you have this hand movements, gesture, your posture. Are you sagging or are you fit? Your attitude, actually. All these sum up to become the body language. Currently, if you ask me, my body language speaks about my confidence of delivering the speech. What if I've come to the speech and like, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest, today I'm going to talk on body language. This would have become monotonous as well as without any movement, it would just sum up like a pillar or a statue at the museum. And you're listening a speech through a radio, which is soon going to be obsolete. But knowing this body language can help you deliver a best speech, either going to visit someone else or trying to give a speech or trying to present someone. Let me share you my example. I was there in the field and have a sales experience for more than 8 years. Visiting customers is my commoner. So I took an appointment for one of the key projects in Kuwait for oil and gas. And the project director, so the project director name is Mr. Ahmed Arabi. So I go to meet him, I knock his door, take a permission to enter. I entered and had a positive opening with the greeting of the day. As usual, Mr. Arabi is busy with his schedule. He is down under a lot of pressure because he's a project director handling 3-4 projects, and he's just looking at the monitor, typing, and doesn't have a minute to say, shake hand with me. So I got the first impression that he's busy. I've gone in a time where he's busy, but I had an appointment. I had to do my selling. I had to do the calling, the sales call, which I had to do it. So after a while, he came back to me and said, yes, Mohammed, what you are up to? So I looked at his expression again, that he folded his arms, and then with a facial expression which shows that he's extremely busy. Seeing to that, I got my first insight. I captured the first sign that he's busy. And in no mood of anything, I just stood from the chair and said, sir, I need 2 minutes, maximum 3 minutes for you to just come for the meeting, which I have come here and deliver something. And I took out my product. Once he gave permission, I took out my product. I told him, okay, sir, I had prepared my elevator speech that he's a busy guy. I took out my product, started showing to him that, see, have a look at it. We have got this, we have got that. And then with great eye contact to him and excellent hand movements without disturbing his office decor, by the way. But then I delivered what I had to deliver. The meeting was great. He again invited me. He gave me a time from his side. Please visit me and meet my engineers and do a presentation. And to a fact, that 120 seconds, 180-second time, which I had with the project director out of his busy schedule, I standing up, having that right eye contact, that particular gestures, brought his attention to what I had to show. And that was a confidence which I was building up through my body language. He wouldn't have heard what I was telling. He wouldn't have concentrated on what I was speaking, but he would have concentrated what I was showing. And that showing, that body language was the killer. Again, this is a very vast topic. But then if you want to learn on body language, there are many things. You have to understand how the people react to you. Are they sad? Are they ignorant? They don't want to listen. They don't see you. There are many things. To learn all these things, I recommend you one thing. Log into the Toastmasters website, go through the articles and literature. There are a lot about the power of body language. If you still didn't get through it, visit this club again next month. I'll be presenting to you in a presentation what are the different postures, where you feel the person, the audience is confident, and where you're confident, where you lack. And I can show you, I can help you improve to give the best communication, best speech, or the elevator pitch. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Job Daniel.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kabiruddin. What a wonderful message that you have given. Body language speaks to language. Okay. And now we have 1 minute time. Please provide your feedback to Toastmaster Kabiruddin on the chat. Thank you so much, timer. Now we have reached the last speaker for today. Oh my God, the time is running so fast. It's already the 6th speaker. And the 6th speaker is Toastmaster Fakhruddin, who will be evaluated by our very own DTM Amrit. Amrit has also taken time from his busy schedule. And I know that today it's Onam festival, but still he is available for us. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Amrit and welcome to the club. Amrit, please explain the roles, the speech title and objective of Toastmaster Fakhruddin. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Job Daniel. My target speaker is embarking upon his project today, and his speech objective is for the member to practice being aware of his thoughts and feelings, as well as the impact of his responses on others. It is also for him to share his experience completing this project. So, presenting to you Toastmaster Fakhruddin, his speech title is Frames of Mind. Frames of Mind, Toastmaster Fakhruddin. Over to you.
Thank you to DTM Amrit. Toastmaster Fakhruddin, he is a businessman and he is passionate about Toastmasters and passionate about his work. He is a very active and well-known famous person in our club. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Fakhruddin. Toastmaster Fakhruddin, can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timer.
Okay, I wish you very best. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Positive thoughts is just not enough, but indeed positive feelings and actions. Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, good evening to you all. The entire human race is running on two frames of mind, indeed. One is a positive frame of mind, and the other one is a negative frame of mind. The frame of mind which empowers your thought process, your entire life will indeed be dependent on that. How you lead your entire life largely depends upon the frame of mind you stay in. To explain it further, let me share some of the very important incidents in my own life. Being the youngest one in the family and being the naughtiest one, I have always been pampered and been taken care in all walks of life. In all stages of my life, I had mentors and well-wishers to take care. Indeed, has been a great advantage for me, but it also impacted me the other way around. In year 2003, here I am in 10th standard, good in maths, hardworking, had a goal to get at least 90 out of 100, working, studying day in, day out. Here I am at the examination hall, received a question paper, started writing, and what happens? All of a sudden, everything turns blank, dark. Now, what was the reason behind it? The big reason behind it was lack of self-confidence. I was never confident about what I am going to achieve. And this indeed led to a negative frame of mind, which brought in doubt, ambiguity, and there was darkness and no clarity to achieve that goal. I was blank, devastated. I left the examination hall and it took almost a year for me to recover, and my well-wishers helped me a lot. With this experience, I moved ahead in life, and in year 2009, during my graduation, I again faced the same challenge. I sat with the question paper. All of a sudden, everything went blank. Now, this time, I had a well enough of a counseling, and with my past experience, I decided to give it a best shot. And with my instinct and gut feeling, I thought that I will write down the entire paper without leaving any questions, with the general knowledge instead of the knowledge of that particular subject. Now, here, what worked? Indeed, what worked was a frame of mind. What kind of frame of mind it was? It was a positive frame of mind. When you have a positive frame of mind, it gives you an option to face not only your immediate challenge, but also gives you a roadmap to achieve all your attainable goals ahead. It gives you clarity, it gives you vision, it gives you a straight and clear path to achieve the same. Let me share one more incident. As I said, since childhood, I have been taken care of, and being the youngest one, I never had the responsibility of finances on my head. In year 2014, when I got married, I got a huge financial burden, and I also got independent. I had to take care of my own responsibilities. Alas, I couldn't take it. Again, I had a nervous breakdown. And due to the negative frame of mind, I had double the actual financial burden of what I had in the past year. With the counseling and the help of my seniors, again, the positivity came into the picture. Eventually, the frame of mind changed, and I started seeing a clear vision, and I came out of my financial burden in no good time. The moral of the story indeed is that this is that the universe multiplies according to your thought processes. If at all your mind is accustomed with the thoughts of negativity, doubts, pressures, tensions, not clear goals, then the universe will transform the same towards you in abundance. At the same time, only having a positive thought process with a clear mindset, thinking that things will move on eventually, to see the brighter side, to see, find out solutions, to see to how to resolve the challenge, to be in day-tight compartment, means to think of each day with 24 hours and leaving the other day on the other challenge. That will create the abundance of opportunities, because whatever kind of thought process your brain carries, the same thing you will receive in abundance. So the moral of the story is, it doesn't pay anything to be in a positive frame of mind. Be grateful, be in a state of gratitude, think positive, start cultivating a habit of thinking positive. Like let's say, our human mind in our day-to-day life always gives you thought process of, how will I do this job, or how will I face this challenge, or how will these things materialize. Instead of that, you can replace that thought process with, everything will materialize. This is how things will work out. This is how the things will fall in place. I have this much of a time. If you are in that thought process, things will simplify eventually, and everything will come to a conclusion. With that, I finish my speech. Over to you, Toastmasters of the day. Thank you for having given me this opportunity to deliver this speech. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. What a wonderful speech, Toastmaster Fakhruddin. I really like the idea to cultivate the habit to think positive, which is a very strong message to each and everyone. Now we have 1 minute of time, 1 minute time to provide feedback to Toastmaster Fakhruddin. Thank you, timer. Now we have come to the end of the speech marathon session. Like we have 6 wonderful speakers who have delivered a very quality speech, and I'm really impressed and amazed with the content and the message that we have. So now, before we move on to the next session, now I have a quick question. Before that, timer, can you please provide us with the timing reports? Toastmaster Naina.
Yes. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So Toastmaster Murtuza, Toastmaster
No, your voice is, I cannot hear you now.
Toastmaster Murtuza, Toastmaster Syed, Toastmaster Kabiruddin, and Toastmaster Fakhruddin have qualified.
So who is not qualified?
You need me to repeat?
Yeah, your voice is not clear.
Okay. I'll put it in the chat box.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Put it in the chat box. Yeah, fine. Okay, fine. So now, before we proceed ahead with the most critical part, which is the evaluation, I have one quick and simple question for each one of you. Now, as you all know, we have the happy news from the ministry that the flights have opened. And many of us have not taken a holiday for like since a long period. Like personally, I have not taken a holiday since the last 2.5 years. So I would like to receive quick feedback from each one of you. What is the first thing you would like to do when the flight reopens? So who would like to like just
go back
to
the hometown?
Yes.
Okay.
Or fly to some other places where we Indians are allowed.
I want to go to Kashmir.
I want to go back to my hometown. Trust me, I don't need anything else. I just want to go back to my hometown.
Brought my son to Kuwait because he's in Malaysia.
Go back to my hometown and come through Turkey and stay quarantine 14 days in Turkey and then come back to Kuwait.
Toastmaster Fakhruddin, take me along with you to hometown.
Yeah, sure, 100%.
Toastmaster Shiraz, do you have any special wish?
Actually, there's no such wish. I wish everything will be normal like before 2019. In this pandemic, I don't want to travel because I don't know. One is I may get infected, or my family may get infected, or I can carry and put it into our countries also. So I don't want to travel in this period, but I wish that everything will be normal like before 2019. We all had physical meetings like that. I want to have the meetings again.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that is really wonderful. That is the most important thing that we want. What about DTM Amrit? Amrit, do you have any special wish when the flights are open? Amrit is not here. Okay, whom do we have?
Yeah, I would probably wait and watch because we have seen this, flights getting open. We've been hearing this for a long, long time. So, and I've been stuck in India for more than like around 10 months. So yeah, I would probably wait and see how it goes. And yeah, if everything works perfect, I would be the first one to travel. Yes.
Okay. And who do we have? We have Pragnya Jagshetty. Do you have any special wish? Pradnya? Or we have Rimzan Rashidin. Okay,
He
fine.
wants to bring his family, his wife back to Kuwait. He just got married and happily spent 10 months honeymoon and he came back. Now he wants to bring his family back to Kuwait.
10 months honeymoon is a long period. What about Toastmaster Varmeet?
I would like to travel maybe from Europe to America, then India, and then back to Kuwait. I would love to do that because and be with my parents in all the way, so that whatever I have missed there, being with them. As I know it is not possible. Flights are so unpredictable. I just want zero COVID, at least in Kuwait, so that I can take my kids out anytime, anywhere, and do whatever, and back to normal life, at least in Kuwait. If we cannot travel.
Yes, that is what everyone is wishing for. We wish for the same. I'd like to ask one more Toastmaster Faiza Thakur. Do you have a special wish or just to travel back to India or?
Frankly speaking, I would really love to travel back to India, but as being a teacher, the schools will start very soon. So my wish cannot fulfill now. So I'll have to wait for winter break to come back very soon. So hopefully December would be the only chance where I could get a opportunity to travel and be back with my family in India.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yes. I'd like to end with the Toastmaster Varghese, our ex-president.
Hi.
What
Good
is your
evening,
wish?
everyone. My wish is to travel and stay almost 6 months over there and come back. So I wish that the flight need to be open for 6 months at least. This is my wish.
Okay. Thank you so much. I hope anyone don't have any more wishes. Everyone has the same wish. So we'll hope that everything goes fine. So now as we are moving ahead, we'll run the vote for the best speaker after the evaluation, because I think I'll still have to get some additional information. So I would like to proceed with the evaluation segment, which is the most critical and the most important segment for all of us, and all the speakers are waiting for this. So for this, I would like to start with our first evaluator for today, who is none other than the president of Sims Club, Toastmaster Faiza Thakur. Toastmaster Faiza Thakur, can you see the timer?
1 second. Yes, I have pinned her now.
Okay, fine. Over to you, Toastmaster Faiza Thakur, for your evaluation. Thank you so much.
Panic attack. This is what our first speaker, Toastmaster Hussain, gave us all, isn't it? We all experience this one or the other time before our speeches. Yes, this is what exactly I felt like being the first evaluator too for this speech marathon. Well, Toastmaster Hussain, first of all, let me congratulate you. You have done an amazing job with your wonderful presentation and giving an extremely confident and energetic speech. You were an amazing speaker, and you know, with time, you let us all think into depth that yes, this exactly happens before any speech. We all procrastinate. Amazing title and brilliant and attractive and impressive slides which you presented. I must say, you had done a brilliant presentation. And the question which you raised, what according to you is procrastination? An equally brilliant answer you gave. It's an art of doing a 30 minutes job for 8 hours and 8 hours job of 30 minutes. Yes, this is exactly what is procrastination. So, good job, Toastmaster Hussain. Now, areas of improvement. As your presentation was wonderful, I would love to see some research work from you. Yes, you did some research work, but in form of survey, or in kinds of bar chart, if you could put it along in your presentation, in your slides, we could have just understood that these many percentage were in the in the bar of procrastinators, and the ones who were no procrastinators and active procrastinators. So that was a wonderful spectrum. But in that spectrum, if you would add those percentage, that would be wonderful. And we could understand, these are, or we could just relate that I am in that percent of people, in the procrastinators, and the others would be the non-procrastinators. So that could be, more, it could enhance your presentation in a wider sense. Now, you are a confident speaker, you have an amazing, voice modulation. I would love that, when you are speaking your different vocal varieties, you could, lessen or minimize your hand gestures. I could see there were, a lot of hand gestures, but you could just keep it to a minimum. And it would be wonderful if you would stand, all your presentation, it synchronized your voice, uh, your hand gestures, your eye contact, everything was amazing. But if you could just stand and give, you could see that confident Master Hussain, and we would just love it. So overall, your speech was wonderful, your topic was wonderful, hand gestures just minimum, that would what I would appreciate. And stand and give your speech. All the very best for your upcoming speech. I would like to see more of your confident Toastmasters in you. Okay, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Faiza Thakur. Thank you for the wonderful feedback. And I'm sure Toastmaster Hussain will incorporate all these things in his upcoming speeches. Now over to our next speaker is Toastmaster Mustafa. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Varghese to please give his evaluation for Toastmaster Mustafa. Over to you, Toastmaster Varghese.
Once again, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Time is money. What a wonderful subject. My target speaker, Toastmaster Mustafa, brought a thought to everyone how to use the time beneficially. He opened the speech well and did a smooth transition to the fact, then moved to some life experience. He said every person in life, there are three sections of time: past, present, and future. Toastmaster Mustafa said a very important message: past is past. We not live in that. learn from that mistake or experience, apply that to the present. He said a very good example how to feel if the subject teacher used the drill period. If she could not finish the portion in allotted time, how do you feel that? Overall, Toastmaster Hussain showing all the talents that he is going to be a good communicator, good speaker. His very good clarity and the hand gestures, and absolutely he was in a comfortable zone. So in his speech, do we miss anything? Yes. There are some few points we need to tell him that to improve for the next speech. Toastmaster Hussain and all the other speakers, what is the most important in every performing art? It's a script. When you prepare a script, communicate with the script yourself. And how do you feel the audience? Imagine that audience are in front of you, how they feel that script. So brush it again and again, bring the maximum better output in the script. So I suggest Toastmaster Mustafa, give some more attention while writing the script. Also, I feel that kind of power with his opening, was missing with his opening and the closing. What we feel the vocal variety, the voice modulation was flat. It was good, but it can beneficial to attract more audience, to get more interaction with the audience. So for example, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. So he has to raise the voice a little bit more. And when it's closing also, we should feel that, we are going to be conclude the speech. Overall, it was a wonderful speech. And Toastmaster Mustafa, all the best for you. I wish to see you took this all feedback and apply for the next speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Job Daniel.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Varghese. It's a real wonderful evaluation, especially the voice modulation part, because even I have personally received this feedback, which is valuable for each and every Toastmaster, especially during the time when we are conducting an online session. Now we move on to the third evaluator for today. She's Toastmaster Varmeet, and Toastmaster Varmeet will be evaluating Toastmaster Murtaza. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Varmeet for evaluation. Over to you, Toastmaster Varmeet.
Thank you, MC, and good evening all. I would like to congratulate my target speaker. He completed his level 1 with his speech. So well done to you. And I must say, you are a true businessman, because I believe you grabbed everyone's attention in this meeting by asking questions and making sure that they are answering them. So you know how to take people's their attention. So that was a good move to make sure that everyone is listening to you properly. Then moving forward to your research project. I was overwhelmed. I was so happy to see you talked about what is investment, why we should do investment, what are the different types of investment. As a layman who runs away when my husband comes and talks, because I don't take it as my department, you explained all these parts so easily, and I could actually understand it. So it was so wonderful. Then you moved forward by telling who are the famous investors in the world, and how you thought of gold, and how the prices, your experience regarding the gold, how the prices went up and down, and how, what is the actual percentage that it rated, it went high, and why is what is the reason you chose this topic, that yellow metal gold as your research topic. You not even stopped there. You even mentioned what is the future of it. You told us how we can invest in digital gold, and then gave a conclusion. Now, as we have to move little one step ahead in our speech, in our research, I was little confused in one or two points where I would have been, if it would have been great if you could have explained little more, because you had time. That is, like, what is that digital gold investment, and what you told about the digital investment, was it over there for Kuwait or all over the world? Number one. Second, I felt your voice was too flat. If you could have added some excitement when you added your personal story about experience about the yellow gold, so that would have added a flavor. With this, I would say it was a great speech, and the takeaway message was that we should always buy gold, maybe big or small, ornament for my future. And now I know how I can tell my husband to buy me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vermit. Now, I hope everyone got the correct format of how to buy gold. That's will be paper gold. Thank you so much for the valuable feedback to our speaker. As we proceed ahead, we'll go with the fourth evaluation, who is our area director, Toastmaster Shiraz, will be evaluating our fourth speaker, Toastmaster Syed. Toastmaster Shiraz, over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and my target speaker, Toastmaster Syed. You have explained very well the 4 communication styles and your own style, that is the octopus. You have explained 4 communication styles. Now I have seen during the entire speech you had many attractive, important things, so I can grab. Out of that, I like the most 4 things I am going to submit to you, all of you. The first is the opening. Our target speaker, Toastmaster Sayed, he nicely informed us to open the unmute ourselves initially within few seconds, and he submitted us 3 questions and he asked for the answers. So he did not waste the time. He grabbed at our attention within few seconds in the initial point. This is the first point I noticed. The second is the title. From evening itself, I was thinking, what is he going to speak about? I am an octopus. What is the octopus? Few hands, many hands? He explained that he had many communication styles. All those 4 communication styles he likes it and he has it, but he likes the most 2, that is, which he explained as an example, the Sergeant at Arms and the President's module. Hope you all noticed those 2. Those were his favorite ones. The third one, he explained all 4 styles in a summary form. Some people, they try to explain it in a detail, and they at number 4 we may forget number 1. But Toastmaster Sayed has explained 4 communication styles in short, so it was easier for us to grab. Then he detailed with examples: Sergeant at Arms, President, Toastmaster of the Day, the evaluators. It was amazing, Toastmaster Sayed. These attracted and connect with the audience. You connected with the practical example with our Toastmaster meeting. It was amazing. The fourth thing, your enthusiasm. You move this side, you move this side, and you are as husband, as wife, Many things you showed, you attracted us with your enthusiasm. I was thinking that, what are you going to tell next? What are you going to tell next? Your structure was amazing. You started with questions, then the conversation dialogue with husband and wife, then the four styles and your style. It was amazing. Now I'd like to give some example, give some points for your improvement. The first is, I prefer not to have a background picture or blurred background, because it is a little bit uh, not we are not able to see your hand gestures properly. Number two is voice modulation. You could have improved your voice modulation, husband wife, wife's voice. We could have changed the voice and give it in a better point. Overall, your speech was amazing, but give some pauses, because your speech was 5 minutes and 50 seconds. You have 7 minutes. Use some pauses and make it a lengthy speech for 7 minutes. Overall, the speech was amazing and connected with us. And over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shiraz. What a wonderful feedback. Especially the feedback of giving pauses is really valuable, and how we can extend our speech duration to so that we can utilize the maximum of 7 minutes is really valuable. Thank you so much. Now I would like to call upon our fifth evaluator for today, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Kabiruddin. So I'd like to invite Toastmaster Suhan uh, to evaluate Toastmaster Kabir. Toastmaster Suhan, I hope you can see the timer. Over to you.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fellow Toastmasters, my dear friends, I am actually evaluating Toastmaster Kabir, but not in this way. In a full voice and with confidence, I want to evaluate my target speaker, Toastmaster Kabiruddin. What a well said speech about body language, which I really never thought of that. I can hear from a speaker like him. Now, let me tell you the good things that he has done on his speech, that he was standing poised with an eye contact towards the camera, and the way he introduced himself was like, wow, I'm going to watch a movie scene from Godfather. That's what I really felt. It was like I was enthralled when he came at the beginning, and it was amazingly done. And he hooked us with the mention of a celebrity named Ricky Garius, the fame of Night at the Museum, where he said the body language is that whatever you possess because of that body language, which includes facial expression, hand gestures, and the eye contact. And next, he moved on with the two instances, how to explain what happens, explain body language, and how you can deal with it. First thing he explained with going with the body language while delivering a speech. And he has showed that gesture, like how if you show your hand like this, it shows your nervousness. And if you want to overcome that, then keep your hands away. And secondly, he showed seen that how he was cracking a business deal. And moreover, he described the scene where the expected customer, how he has went approached, and moreover how he went on without giving up on how to get this business done. Overall, I'm so happy that he has achieved room for enhancement, not improvement. Yet your speech had a scope for humor, because if this could have been done with few little use of vocal variety, especially with the scene with the customer, that would have been been quite entertaining. And moreover, I could see that your stage movement was being limited because you were trying to struggle moving one place to another. And also the subject was good, but I wish your enthusiasm was there to show us that what you're talking is about with that passion. But with more practice, it will be perfect. And your hand gestures, this was really, something like I could see your hand was like little bit to this. But if you, in order to, deliver a speech, and better keep your hands away. And if you want to keep it, you can keep it down. Yeah. So this is what I want to say. And otherwise, you are an amazing speaker. I want to listen more from you. And I'll come next month to your club to listen to you. So back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suhan. What a wonderful evaluation. I am sure that Toastmaster Kabir will accept and take all the feedbacks that you have provided, and he'll be using all these feedbacks for his upcoming meetings. Now, I would like to invite our last evaluator for today, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Fakhruddin. So I'd like to invite Toastmaster DTM Amrit to evaluate Toastmaster Fakhruddin. DTM Amrit, I hope you can see the timer.
No, can you please? Yes, I can see the timer.
Okay, yeah, over to you.
My target speaker, Toastmaster Fakhruddin, when he spoke, he reminded me of the book Alchemist of the famous author, Mr. Paulo Coelho, in which he says, when you truly want something, the whole of the universe will help you, will conspire in helping you achieve this. Very importance of having a positive frame of mind. What a powerful message, yet relevant in the current context which we are going through. Amazing, Toastmaster Fakhruddin, in attempting such a topic and such a choice of speech topic. Kudos to you. Now, how to make this powerful speech more and more effective? I have few tips for you with which this powerful message will directly hit the heart of your listeners. The easiest technique in all of the speeches of such grandeur is to use personal experience. And yes, you had used 3 instances from your life to enhance the speech. Now, what would make any personal experience be more empathetic and more effective for the audience? I could see you were mostly using one part of the screen and coming closer to the screen and going back with your hands locked like this most of the time. Instead, if you would have used one corner for one instance and the other corner for the next instance, and at the end came to the center of the screen and concluded powerfully, that would have given a much better impact in the audience. Other than that, the most important thing which we should be aware is of the power of pauses. I thought you were very loud, yes, but the pauses which you could have used in your experiences, if you would have slowed down and made it a bit more dramatic. Another point. Now to conclude, you also had your hands closed like this most of the time, and your elbows were close to your body. This would generally give a sort of nervousness to the audience. So instead, free your hands, keep your elbows away from your body, and be free and follow the stance, a powerful stance, because you are delivering a very powerful message. With that, to summarize, very powerful and relevant message, proper stage movement, the power of pauses, and a powerful stance would make this to another level. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, DTM Amrit. What a wonderful and powerful evaluation on our posture. and how it can enhance our speech. So now with this, we come to the end of our evaluation and the speech session for our first Speakathon. Let's run the poll for the best speakers. Tech moderator, can you please run this poll for the best speaker? Hello?
Yeah, the poll is in. I'll launch it for the evaluators now.
MC Job Daniel.
Yes.
Can we have a poll for the disqualified speakers, please?
Toastmaster Hussain, it's not about winning or it's about losing. I'm sure you have performed very well, and you are a winner already for us. It's just that we follow that strict rules and the protocols that Toastmasters have given. So it's not that much. You have just crossed a little bit. You had too much of content. You overcrossed. One brother crossed and one brother was just
Short of time. Add them and divide by 2.
Yeah. For present, Kabir, is the polls for the evaluators also run?
Yes, Toastmaster of the day, it's running. I would be ending it soon. Yes, it's done.
Okay, thank you so much. With this, we officially come to an end for our Speakathon. And yeah, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our timer, Toastmaster Naina, who has did a very wonderful job because she herself has managed the entire Speakathon timer part. Usually for such events, we have 2 speakers who will be 2 timers who will be managing the evaluation and the speaker. So, but in this case, Toastmaster Naina, she's the youngest Toastmaster of our club, and she was able to manage it successfully. I'm really proud of this moment. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Naina, for doing and taking up this role. Now, I would like to officially hand over to our president, Toastmaster Kabiruddin. From the role of the Master of Ceremonies, it's finished from my end. We did not have a special theme for this. We are just planning to have speech for our members so that they can learn and prepare for the upcoming contest. So I thank you. I would like to take the opportunity to thank everyone for giving me this chance, and I wish you all the best. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Job Daniel. You have actually done an excellent job, and it was indeed a good session. We are on time. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all the speakers. They took up the time to participate. Participation is the most important thing, and you all did it really good. Winning, as Job Daniel said, is something like with a lot of efforts, practice, we achieve the goal. And the goal value will overcome after 2-3 years. So you need to do 2-3 meetings to achieve it. Likewise, participation is important. You all participated. And to support it, I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart to all the guests, to all the fellow evaluators from other clubs who have actually taken time to come to our meetings, give us a very good evaluation. As of now, we were getting evaluated internally, but individual evaluations are actually helpful for others as well. I have noted down about evaluation about other members as well. Those were really important, and I could also work on it to improve. Remember, Toastmaster is a platform where you can logically make mistakes to learn more. And there is no one to tell you that you are accountable for this mistake. So let's do mistake, let's learn, and let's become an expert. And thanks to all these evaluators, we had a very good session. We are on time, and I hope the awards are ready to be distributed. And let's give the awards and also make the others free, because now it's 100% workforce allowed. We should start our day early to avoid the traffics. So, Job Daniel, is the awards ready?
Just give me a minute. You can, in the meantime, you can take
Yes,
feedback from our guests.
yes, I would like to take some feedback, starting with our first evaluator, Toastmaster Faiza Thakur, who is the president of SIMS. Ma'am, how was it? How we can improve, and what do you see good in it?
Yeah, good evening, all of you. Yes, all Toastmasters. See, being in Toastmasters, and it's something like we are helping each other. We in any way possible, we should come forward and visit clubs. That's the reason it's always said that we should keep on visiting clubs, different clubs, so that we get an idea about how all the speakers are there, variety of speeches we come across. So overall, I felt it was a wonderful experience. I have visited your club before also, and I feel that you have a variety of speakers, variety of topics, which being from it's different from our club. Like our club, we are mostly maximum are of our members are teachers. So what I felt was there was difference in the selection of topics. So you people are doing wonderful, and it was a wonderful contest which I experienced today. So overall, amazing speakathon, and I really loved all the speeches which I witnessed today. Thank you for this invitation. Over to you, President Toastmaster Muhammad Kabir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot for your feedback. Yes, actually, you have said the very right thing. Probably it will start from me as a president. I would also love to visit your club for meetings. I would definitely take out time, and I would request all my fellow Toastmasters, including XCOM, to keep visiting other clubs to also learn. This is a platform for learning. Let me just move to again to one of the guests, Toastmaster Vermeet. She is a VP Education in SIMS. I would just love to hear what she has to say. And yeah, teachers have good feedback, so I would also love to take the feedback from her.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kabruddin, for inviting me. And I totally agree with Faiza ma'am, because we being most of the teachers, and especially the maximum majority in our club is females, so we have different topics than what men's dominating club have. So it's I should say that there are few things which we don't think when our husband says, but when I got to hear this in today's, and actually I heard it, so it was an eye opener for me. So yes, and visiting different clubs, and especially when it is online, it's so easy. I try to join whenever I can, and I've joined before also for Dreamweavers. So I would suggest everyone to just a click and join from your home and just listen, improve your listening skills. with this, we get the ideas how we can do a thing in a different way. So that's my feedback. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vomit. Very truly said. You only speak when you listen. You can't talk out of listening to somebody else. So you have to listen. Probably we join other clubs starting this week, next week, we start joining, we keep listening, and we can learn many things. Probably I can learn some new words, some new experiences. I believe the ladies over here learned about the investing on the gold. We can do many things over there as well. Yes. We have our area director, and it's love to hear. I would love to hear from our area director, Shiraz, because we need to improve. We have to make our club really good. So how did you like it, and what are your feedbacks on this?
I guess Shiraz is in a meeting. I'm not sure. Maybe he had messaged me that.
So let's move to our old ex-president, Mr. Vargas, Toastmaster Vargas. How was it? What are your feedbacks on it, and how do we improve on it? Probably he's also busy with the Onam thing. And let me just, before moving to other guests, is the awards ready?
Yeah. Yes, the award is ready.
Okay, but just give me a second. I have one of the VP Education from Desert Pioneers who actually evaluated me, and I've written down about vocal variety, stage movement. It was really good, the feedbacks. Before I implement on myself, I would like to hear from him what we have to do as a club to improve. Toastmaster Sohan.
Well, in my club, what we usually do is try to do something more creative and more fun that, we all learn from it. As Ralph Medley has rightly said, that we all learn from the moments of fun. The more fun we have, more learning, it goes inside us. So that's what, you all need to do. And you all are already doing, and you're almost there, because I've seen how the club has started and now how it is going, and I can really see there's more scope for this, and also y'all are really weaving it well. So yeah, but other thing also want to say, you all have already taken a good decision to start your journey in Toastmasters, and this is what we do. We all learn, make mistakes, and learn, make mistakes, and this is the cycle that will keep on going until and unless you all become better speakers, and which are already almost there, what I can see from here right now. So yeah, so that's what, don't stop learning, just keep going and keep doing it. That's the only mantra that I can give to all of you, and this is what I'm still doing and applying.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sohan. Indeed, we will continue to follow that. Last but not least, let me just check with one of our guests, Mrs. Pradnya Jagashetty. Ma'am, are you there? We would love to hear something from you.
Hi, good evening. Sorry,
Hi, good evening.
I cannot switch on my camera as of now.
It's okay, ma'am. It's okay.
Yeah, it was really a wonderful speech. First of all, sorry, I want to say good evening, everyone. I came to know about this meeting by Toastmaster Vermeet, who is a VP Education of Sims Toastmaster Club. And it was really a wonderful speech, as already our president and VP Education has told that we came to know here there are different topics which we usually don't do. So there are lots of difference I saw in the topics. So I like to grab this, and I'll try to use this different topics in a different way in my club.
Oh, ma'am, that is really good. Probably this is a collaboration. What is happening now? You are taking our experiences, utilizing that, and we will take your feedbacks to improve our sessions. And we also have one of our mentor, DTM Amrit. Amrit, your words I would love to hear, because next time as an evaluator, I need to talk the same way what you talk. So I would love to hear something from you.
First of all, I'm so proud to see where this club has reached now. Any club doing a speakathon shows the energy level in the members to complete their levels, and it is a symbol of how active the VP education is. I can see that. Wonderful job, Dreamweavers. Great way to go. Amazing. Now, seeing the number of participants, I had an idea. Maybe this is a joint meeting between Dreamweavers and the Sims, because this is the good thing about this particular area, the area 31, where we have like members from other clubs also joining to support the team, which is which you can't get to see in a lot of other areas. Sims, Pioneers. Now we have one new member, LOL. So all these clubs coming together, putting in their value to our club, will make each of the club grow further and further more high. Great to see this. Actually proud to see this kind of changes. Yes, amazing. Now keep working on it, taking the club to success, taking each of the member, giving them the best Toastmaster experience. There is only one easy way to do this. That easy way is quality club meetings. And you guys are doing very good in that regard. Keep working on it, keep improving, identify small mistakes, correct them. I'm sure by the end of this year, Dreamweavers and all the other clubs in Area 31 will be top in the charts. And moreover, like each of our members will be, achieving their goals, which is even more important. All the best. Great going, President. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Amrit. Yes, we had actually planned to do one of the meeting with Sims, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But we'll be fixing a date soon, and you're invited. I'll be the first one to invite you to be there for this joint meeting, a hybrid meeting.
My pleasure.
Let us just continue, because we should not run over time. I see Toastmaster Vargas, our ex-president. Mr. Vargas, I would also love to hear from you about what was good, what can be done good again. Your feedbacks are most important and viable for us.
Thank you, President Kabiruddin. Thank you very much. Actually, I had an internet problem the first time when I joined the Toastmaster. I don't know the reason. Regarding the meeting, I really appreciated that effort you or your team is doing. That's first of all I had on you. That's one of the great move I can see from in the club. Second thing, what I noticed that we have a great speakers, so we can develop them for the competition. Because now I've seen most every speaker is capable to do the speak. So what we need to do, we need to give attention of each one by one. We need to pick 7 or 8 speakers and concentrate on how to arrange a time, how to write script, how to present it, how to open, close. We can prepare someone for the competition. So we can go for the area level, then district level, that level we can go there. This is one thing. And also I'd like to thank you, the Desert Pioneer and Sims. Thank you always. You are there when I was there also. Now also you are coming. Our area director, Mohammed Siraj, I had on you. You are wonderful support every time. And overall, it was a wonderful meeting. I really appreciate the quality of the meeting has improved a lot. Now we need to bring more members. Now, we stuck with 20. We need to improve more members. And also there are some members still not attend the meeting. So we need to take initiative to bring them also. All right. Thank you very much. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Mr. Vargas. Yes, it's a right point you have said about increasing the numbers. Yes, we are working on it, and we would definitely bring in the show and also take out the best of from our quality Toastmasters and prepare them for the district speeches. And we will do it. I hope you have enjoyed a nice Onam today. Uh, I wish you all the best with your loved ones as well. Let us now proceed with the awards. That is one final thing. Everyone were good. If I had a chance, I would have given awards to everyone because I loved everyone's speech and meeting. But let's follow the discipline and rhythm of Toastmasters. And I would request the tech moderator to actually tell us who are the winners so that we can publish it. The first place goes to Toastmaster Sayed. Wow. What a discussion we had for the husband and wife discussion. It all started with a yes. I didn't know that it would continue with a yes over here, but thank you and all the best, Toastmaster Sayed. Keep the same rhythm, except for some distractions. What were some feedbacks? What had been mentioned to you? Keep up the good work, Toastmaster Sayed. Let's have the second place. Toastmaster Murtaza. You had eyed for a gold, but it's okay. But even silver is a precious metal. And I wish you all the best. Your topic was really good. Please utilize the feedbacks. Feedbacks are really good to improve our speeches. Let's all compete to tie at the gold place, the first place. And thank you for participating and also preparing, taking out time to prepare this wonderful speech and presentation slides. And the third place, oh, it's me. I thank myself for doing this. And I would thank everyone's support to making this happen and taking the valuable feedbacks. Also, last but not least, I would again thank every one of you for coming in, joining. It's a great learning experience, but do remember that we will soon have some hybrid meeting coming in future, and we will request every one of your participation. Let's
President,
make a
we have
vote.
sorry, President, we have evaluation also.
We have, do we have the evaluation?
Evaluation competition
Evaluation,
also
sir.
on there?
Yeah.
The
Evaluation
prize.
certificates are there.
Can we have that, please?
Yes.
Congratulations to Toastmaster Faiza, President of SIMS. This is really good. I have also noted down your feedbacks, what you have actually given. You started with a very good panic speech, and it's really good. Thank you, ma'am, for coming in and giving us this insight. And for the second place, it's all the time we have, and I would personally like to learn from DTM Amrit. DTM Amrit, you're always a shine. We would love to follow the way you give the evaluation. And congratulations for this and on this occasion of Onam as well. And for the third place, Toastmaster Vamit, the VP Education. It's a good learning, and you being the teacher also giving a good insight about how you felt on the topic, what you believed in, and what you brought out along with the feedbacks. That was really good. I thank you for joining our meeting and having this achievement done. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. So we have a tie on the third place. It's again Toastmaster Varghese. And yes, your feedbacks, we have actually, when you were the president, we used to take your feedbacks to improve our speaking skills. And I personally know myself from Jan till now, how much I've improved on. Thank you, Toastmaster Varghese. On the day of Onam itself, you took out time to attend our meeting, and with all the internet connection issues, you are here with us. Thank you. Thanks a lot. With this, I would also thank, if it was not even awarded, but with my bottom of my heart, I would like to thank Area Director Shiraz. I would like to thank the District Director, the Division Director Siham, DTM Arij, Toastmaster Suhan, Toastmaster Pragya, everyone I would like to thank. Even if I messed on, I'm sorry for that. But I would like to thank for coming and making this meeting a wonderful session. And nonetheless, our MC had done a good job in maintaining the complete decorum of the meeting, the discipline of the meeting, and our youngest, one big clap for a hidden gem who will soon be a Toastmaster in years, and you will actually see her speaking. It's Toastmaster Naina, who was a timer, and she did the excellent job in taking out the two brothers and keeping the number to less. Yes, but I thank her also for taking out time on the day of Onam and joining our meeting as well. Thank you, Naina. Thank you, everyone. I would like to end this meeting.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Toastmaster.
Let's a photograph.
Let's have a selfie. I would request every one of you to open up the camera so that we can have a selfie. And anyone with a good pose, let's follow it.
Speakathon. So let's hold a mic.
Let's hold the mic. 1 second. Let me just hold the mic. Who's taking it, by the way? I'll take it. I'll take it. 1 second. Let me just open this now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. One more. 1, 2, 3, go. Yep. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening, a better tomorrow, a better week with a lot of joy. And the summer is coming down, the temperature is cooling. Let's also go out, be safe. Let's utilize the freedom what government has given now and enjoy our time.